Okay, hi! Sorry, so, as you guys can tell, we're making like, sorry, I'm trying to arrange the computer. We're making like a mass amount of videos today because this is one of the only times that we are together, because we're really busy. So, don't expect any videos next week at all, because I won't be home.
I might make one if I get my sister's computer. It depends.
But I will not be home, so I know I will not be making one. So, okay. Anyways, change of scenery. We went from being in my closet to on my bed, which is much more comfortable.
A lot more comfortable.
So yeah, you want to introduce something?
The next series we want to introduce is The House of Night, which is this is the first one. It's marked.
It's bent. I'm sorry.
Basically, the main character is Zoe Redbird. Right?
Yeah, Zoe Redbird.
Okay. Basically, she becomes a vampire fledgling, and she goes to the school. There's a lot of junk that happens, and I'm not sure what I can say and can't to give stuff away.
Basically, okay, you find this out in the cover, I think, on the back. Hold on a minute.
Well, while she's looking for
yes,
that...
okay. Sorry. It's... Okay, marked is... They have these things called trackers, and they're vampires. And they go out and they choose people, and they mark them with like a... I think it's like a moon-shaped thing. And Zoe Redbird gets marked, and she has to attend the House of Night, yada yada. And in the first one, there's really not much to the first one. It's really good, don't get me wrong. But there's really not much to it. It's more just like building up to everything else. And this is a very long series, by the way. There are... What is it? There are... Hold on.
9.
There's 9.
There's
10 technically, because there's one that goes with it.
One hasn't been made. One is a one you don't have to read. It's the Fledgling Handbook.
It's really not that good.
It's kind of like back information, things you might want to know, things you don't have to know.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this is marked, and this is $9. I got mine for $5. Sale at Barnes&Noble, so they're really good. They're all paper copies. You can get hard copies, but they're all paper copies. Yeah. The next one is Betrayed. I don't have Betrayed. I have like every other one in the series because she would rent them from the library. I would buy the ones we didn't have, so we just sort of did that. Betrayed is just a build-up of March. There's really nothing different in it except that more drama, and she gets set up a couple times.
A little bit. It's been filled a lot up.
Next is Chosen, and I don't have Chosen either, so I can't really show you that one. It's the third one. That's where a lot of the stuff blows up. That's where she gets into serious trouble. I'm not gonna say anything. She gets into serious trouble. She finds out some really dark stuff about her mentor, Nefret. Some of the main characters are Stevie Ray, Zoe. There's Eric is his name, right?
Yeah, Eric.
Aphrodite.
Bear with us. We haven't read this series
in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Stark doesn't come in until like the 4th or 5th book, maybe.
Oh, he's my favorite.
Yeah, he's my favorite. I hate Eric. He's a douche. Yeah. So, but then the next one is Untamed. And
we have that one.
I actually have Untamed. Yeah.
I have the first 4, so.
This one is actually after all the drama starts going down, and she loses a bunch of people. She gains a couple new people. And the really cool thing is that at this school they're allowed to have pet cats because cats really like vampires, for these or something. And she has a really cute cat called Nala, and it's super cute and stuff. There's a lot of death in this book.
It's super cute. It's a big fat
super
cat.
Cute. It's a fat super cat.
It's
a super cute cat.
It's not as mean.
I hate Billy. Anyways,
I love my cat.
Okay, I don't know if you can see, but on the cover here, there's tattoos going down her back right here.
You can't really see it. It's kind of bright.
You can't really see it. I'm sorry. It's like they're like
you can
right
see
here.
Your fingers in the way.
They're called marks, and the more advanced you get, I guess, the more that's spread on you. And you don't find out about this until like the 5th book, so I can't really say much about it, but there's ends up being 2 different types of fledglings. And, this you find out in the first book, you don't always make the transition you start out as a fledgling, and then you turn into an actual vampire.
And throughout the transformation from fledgling to vampire, some people get lost. They can't make their transformation, and
they die.
So.
And when they die, they're supposed to be burnt, just as respect.
Yeah.
But as it turns out, Nefert's not all she's cracked up to be. I'm not gonna say anything. Nefert's not all she's cracked up to be, and she'll end up pissing you off. Actually, the whole series will piss you off. Like, oh my god, I thought the City of Bones was bad. This is bad. Okay, the next one is Hunted, and
which we have
I do have Hunted.
Hunted.
I really need to fill in the gaps in these. I really do. I'll work on that. It's Hunted. This is where another character is Kelowna. He comes in like the third one, and he plays this big, powerful role. I can't really. It's like the third or the fourth one. No, it's like the third or the fourth one. Okay, so Stark is in this one.
Oh, Stark.
But
I love Stark.
he comes in one book, and then he ends up. I can't really say anything. Okay, just kidding. After Hunted is Tempted, which I have the hardcover of.
I love how you hit them. Every time you find a hardcover, you smack it.
I can't help it. I can't really tell you much about Hunted because that would fuck everything up. That would ruin it.
But if you were wondering about the thing she was talking about, the
mark.
The mark, yeah. It's on the cover of Tempted. And it goes on the forehead. Well, they have it, and it's on their forehead.
And another thing I'm not going to tell you or explain about it, it's basically just the mark can be two different colors. It can be, isn't it like blue colored? You can blue or red, and there's a big difference between the two. So I'm just going to tell you that. The next one after Tempted is Burns, which I do have hardcover of. And this is where they go on this like big trip thing, and there's a lot of fighting in this book. They're always running from something. They're always fighting with something. We make it sound like it's not that interesting, but it is really interesting. It's just
we're boring.
We can't explain it to you without giving everything away. So gotta be careful with that. After
there's like the Mortal Instruments, there's a lot of like different stuff in it. It's not just love. There's fighting, and there's action, and there's adventures, there's fantasy.
There's love, there's heartbreak, it's everything. After Burn is Awakened, I don't have that one. That's the newest one. It just came out at the beginning of this year. That one is sort of where it picks up more, and it makes more, okay, I understand this now. Oh, this might actually happen. It's like this is just a whole chain of events. And usually where one cuts off, like at the very end, is where another one picks up. So you have to keep reading. They were smart about that. After Awakened is Destined. It's not out yet.
It comes out October 31st.
Of this year.
Yeah. So
look for that.
Yeah, and they're really good books. We don't make them sound like good books.
Sorry. So if you've read the series, tell us about it, what you like about it, rate it, give us your favorite character. My favorite character is Stark and Stevie Ray and Aphrodite. Yeah. Just kidding. I love Aphrodite.
I love Aphrodite.
Fledgling Handbook sucks. I wouldn't waste my money on it.
I wouldn't even waste time reading it.
It's like that thick, maybe.
Yeah.
It's really, unless you want that kind of background information, go for it.
It just didn't seem interesting to me. But, if you want the background information, go right ahead. I'm just maybe unbiased. It could be that, but,
It's a really good series, I promise. I'll put our formsprings and tumblrs in the info stuff. Send us your reviews, what you think about your favorite characters, and the next book we're going to review is going to be the Wings series. Have you read that one? Yeah, it's going to be the Wings series. I actually only have one of those with me right now, but we will get to that. Okay, so yeah. Bye!
Yeah.